Yes, today I would like to talk about a book that's really interesting about is a Harry Potter of P and Howling. This book say about the adventure of Harry Potter with Hermione and Ron, which are the Harry Potter friends in Wizard's school. Uh, the book is very interesting because they have like emergent uh, emergent world which uh, they can do anything with the fairies like that. Um, I found it interesting because several reasons. Firstly, it gives me broaden my vocabulary in some feel like adventures or some science scientific uh, field. And the second reason that I think is I keen to it because it's give me the quality time to unwind after the hard working day.
You finished your part 2 response. You spoke about the Harry Potter series, mentioning the author, the main characters, and why it helps with your vocabulary and relaxation. Based on the IELTS criteria, your estimated band score is around a 5.5. Fluency and coherence were generally clear, but there were numerous grammatical errors and some inaccuracies in lexical choices, such as confusing certain terms regarding the plot and vocabulary description. Here are the 5 most important mistakes to focus on: mispronouncing the author's name, J.K. Rowling, saying books say instead of book is about, using imaginative world for magical world, referring to the characters as fairies instead of wizards, and using give me a part instead of expands. For a band 7.0, you would say I'd like to talk about a fascinating book I recently read called Harry Potter, written by J.K. Rowling. It follows the adventures of Harry and his friends at a school for wizards, and I found it captivating because it significantly expanded my vocabulary and provided a wonderful escape from my daily routine. For a band 8.0, you might incorporate more complex sentence structures and idiomatic expressions, such as it was an absolute page-turner that broadened my linguistic horizons while offering a much-needed respite from my studies. Now let's move on to part 3. Here's your first question. Do you think that reading fiction is more beneficial for language learners than reading nonfiction?
Um, I think
Don't
it's depend on that kind of person we talk in because some low it's about the book we talk about because some uh, fiction book have about the story about the uh, something like uh, future technology it can be better and it's by it written by some language like English or some foreign language they can have learners learn more about the language they want to study but with some non-fiction I think that it's quite uh, wide a range so it has many books so it don't mean that it's not have beneficial for language learner.
That's a balanced perspective. A quick correction on phrasing. Instead of it's been on that, you could say it really depends. You could also use words like engaging for fiction and informative for nonfiction. Here's your next question. How can reading help adults improve their critical thinking skills?
About adults, I think that we have still the background knowledge about uh, some perspective of life, some rich thing can improve their critical thinkings because to the books like some this some how to say some book like Đắc Nhân Tâm or some maybe famous book by some millionaire.
That's a very good point. To refine your phrasing, you could say, reading exposes adults to diverse perspectives, which broadens their understanding. You mentioned books like Dec Nhân Tâm, which are excellent examples of self-help literature that encourages critical reflection. In what ways has the availability of ebooks and audiobooks changed the reading habits of busy professionals?
I think that ebooks can bring many benefits for busy individual because when they do anything like they can't do the job, study, or maybe just relax, they still can read the books smoothly. I think it can save their time and they like how to say that money because some ebook can be just cheaper than physical book and oh my god I think that yes, of course, I think ebook has many benefits for the business persons. No, mean that some busy persons. Because when they have a audiobooks, they can do anything and just listen to the audio or maybe do some thought like study, do homework, or maybe relax. They still can understand the who to a book easily. I think ebook can help people save not only time but also money because they can multiple tasks and I think that ebook is cheaper than physical book because they don't have to print.
You're absolutely right about the convenience of audiobooks for multitasking, and they're definitely cost-effective and portable. Here is your fourth question. Do you believe that printed books will eventually disappear completely?
I don't think so because even ebook have many benefits, but traditional books still have the cultural value and historical value. About the cultural value, many books which pass to ways to many generation is brings the history food and food. No, I mean food like the bàn chân ấy. Bàn chân.
That's a lovely example. Traditional books really do help preserve cultural heritage and traditions like culinary arts. Here's your fifth question. Do you think schools should do more to encourage reading for pleasure among children?
Of course, in my point of view, I think that reading book can provide the many skill for children during their childhood because reading book can give them the background information about many things and reading book can provide them some skill like critical skill or reading skill, language skill.
That's a very clear answer. Just a quick tip on phrasing. Instead of keep them, you could say give them or provide them with. Critical skill is also commonly referred to as critical thinking skills, which is a great point to make. Here's your sixth question. Should schools teach literature from different cultures to help students understand the world better?
I think yes, of course, because when teacher school teach about different culture, they can provide their student about the value of culture and can help them understand more about the communication, the word. And
You've made a great point about To continue, exposing students to diverse literature fosters empathy and global awareness, which is crucial in our interconnected world. Here's your final question. How does the rise of digital media impact the traditional publishing industry?
I think it's give the important impact and traditional publishing industry because nowadays many of pictures church punished by in internet and so it's maybe save the money to print it and I think in the future the publishing industry will tend to establish some more ebook.
You've completed all the Part 3 questions. Excellent job. Based on your performance throughout both sections, I would estimate your final band score to be around a 6.0. In fluency and coherence, you showed a good ability to expand on your answers and maintain a natural pace, although there were occasional hesitations and some minor repetitions. For lexical resource, you used a decent range of vocabulary, but there is room for more sophisticated word choices and idiomatic expressions for a higher band. Grammatical range and accuracy is an area for development as there were consistent errors in sentence structure, verb forms, and prepositions throughout the conversation. Your pronunciation, however, was clear and easy to understand, which helped maintain the flow of communication. Overall, your ability to handle various topics is commendable. Focus on refining your grammar and expanding your vocabulary range to reach the next level. Well done!